A question I get a lot about the Aquifer is, what's the coverage? How many do I need? On the website for the Aquifer, it gives dimensions 30 feet by 100 feet, which is 3,000 square feet. It also gives the circumference, right, which is around 50 feet or something. But circumference of it is not coverage, right? Because unless you have a round garden, usually it's square because you have straight rows. So that's why it's 30 feet by 100 feet. But that's just general to give you good coverage if you have decent plumbing. If you have, 100 gallons a minute, a tiny little farm, really good pressure, you may be able to get a little farther. But I would stick with 30 by 100 because, you're guaranteed to get good coverage even in wind, and if you have a lot on and the washing station's going. So 30 feet for me is 4 rows on either side. That's a 30-inch bed we have 14-inch paths, and then we do two 50-foot rows. So however you want to arrange that. If you have a very narrow field that's less than 30 feet, it's going to work. If they're 50 feet wide, then you're going to have to I would do 2 rows. But that's a lot of coverage for 3,000 square feet, just 4 wobblers. That's great. It's so much easier than having to deal with drip tape, which drip tape's kind of a nightmare. If you're not getting the coverage, then there's something, you want to either clear out the nozzle if that's clogged, or your water. And it's a combination of not only pressure has something to do with it, but it's also your flow. And each one of these wobbler heads takes like 2.5 gallons a minute. So if you do 4, that's 10 gallons a minute. And that's not a lot of water for a farm, but your house water, your pump or your well could be in the neighborhood of 7 or 8. It's not really farm size. So then you would want to do 2 wobblers at a time or something, so you can upgrade your water to more water. But knowing your gallons per minute and your pressure. But this operates on like a wide pressure range, so it could go from 20 something PSI to up to 60, 70 PSI. But it's usually the amount of water you actually have, not the pressure, that may be the limiting factor. How many wobblers you can put on at a time. I can put on maybe 20 wobblers, so like 5 sections, so 15,000 square feet at once. But we have like 60, 70 gallons per minute. All right, so thanks for watching. Until next time.